Yo, how we doing today? Dang, I just hit the mess up. I'm so sorry for hitting the mess out of that mic. How we doing today? I pray that God has blessed y'all. Pray that done something for y'all, and I pray that this video blesses somebody else. That this video helps somebody else. Other than that, let's get right into the video. Yeah. Today we're talking about a topic that actually I just recently, me and my wife just recently had to handle or deal with, that we're actually still kind of working through or on the tail end of it, and that is church hurt. um what is church hurt? First, let me talk about what I think church hurt is, and what I classify as church hurt. In simple, very simple terms, clearly hurt by the church. You know what I'm saying? It's a very easy thing to, you know, it's like, that's without not much interpretation, that's without thinking too much into it, just hurt by the church. But diving deeper, thinking deeper, and just getting more into it, to me specifically, one of the biggest things a church hurt is when a pastoral leader, a pastoral position, a minister, any of those things specifically hurt you. Not necessarily the congregation, because to me, it's a lot different whenever somebody that's working through the same stuff as me, or somebody that is not necessarily that, but someone who's not in a position to teach me, or someone that's not in a position to guide me, if that makes sense. It's kind of like if a student versus student interaction happens versus a teacher versus student. If a student fights another student, they get suspended, they come back. Teacher fights a student, they get expelled. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of different level. Because I'm not gonna necessarily get angry at someone who's also trying to figure out how to be the best they could be, with me. That's like right there with me along the walk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, and I hope it does. Um, but yeah, just whenever you're hurt by the church, essentially, whenever like I said, just someone who's supposed to guide you, like I said, imagine your shepherd hurts you, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, that's how what I classify as church hurt. That's what I think church hurt is, and yeah. So how do you deal with something like that? Um, First of all, just like any AA program or anything at all, first of all, you have to, like, oh my goodness, I said first of all like 10 times. Anyways, what you have to do is recognize your pain, acknowledge your pain, admit it's there. The worst thing you can do, in my opinion, is kind of bottle it up, because when something's bottled up, it's like shaking up a carbonated drink and then closing the cap on it. What's gonna happen the next time that thing opens? It's gonna explode. Um, it's not good. It's volatile, and it's just something that's gonna explode at any moment, essentially. So yeah, acknowledge your pain. Acknowledge it's there immediately, or as soon as you can. Start working through that pain you feel. And the next thing you should do is seek reconciliation. It's it's really tough. It is tough to go and seek reconciliation with someone that hurt you, and it's even like worse whenever that person that hurt you is supposed to be someone that you feel like you've put your trust in, and you trust them to care about you, and you trust them to worry about your well-being, and they've hurt you. It is a rough thing. It's a tough thing, and it's not easy at all. I will not ever say it's easy. But like it says in Colossians 3:13, bearing with each other and forgiving one another. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can you bear with each other and how can you forgive one another if you don't seek reconciliation? It's not an easy thing to do. And then the next part, readily forgive. Forgive as soon as possible, essentially. Forgive as soon as you can. Actively pursue forgiveness. To me, what I think forgiveness is You're foregoing your revenge. You're foregoing the vengeance you feel, and you're giving it to God. You're letting God take care of what you think is yours, essentially. You are saying, God, I give you my pain. God, I give you my vengeance. God, I give you my revenge. I trust and rely on you to take care of this. Instead of trying to fix it yourself, instead of trying to make it right yourself, you give it to God. Essentially, is what I think forgiveness is. Because at the end of the day, you seeking vengeance, you seeking revenge, you seeking whatever is gonna hurt you more than it helps you. Because the reality is, whether we like it or not, there's not much we can do about it. There's not much we can do. It's really, it's just plain and simple. There's not much we can personally do to do anything. All we can really do on our own is, like I said, give it to God. Give God your anger. Give God your frustration. Give it all to God. And honestly, pray for their soul. That's really the best thing you can do. Is pray for their heart. Pray for them to change. Pray for a change of heart, and pray for a change of heart in yourself. Other than that, there's really not much more you can do. And the last, and one of the most important things to me, in my opinion, is trusting in God's grace. God is always present. He's always like there to comfort you, and he's always like active in our lives. It's just up to us, really. You know what I'm saying? It's really just us to sit in his arms. It's up to us to sit in his love. And it's really just up to us to say, God, I need you, essentially. I feel like I say that in almost every single video, but it really goes a long way with every circumstance. Yeah, and it's like, so to end this all and to sum it all up, I'm just gonna play it plain simple. Guys, church hurt sucks. It's not easy. It's not something that I think anyone would ever want to go through. But it's not the end of the world. Okay, it's gonna be a rough patch, but also at the same time, it's gonna be a growing patch. It's gonna be time where you grow. It's gonna be time where whoever hurt you will grow if it's handled correctly. Now there are those rare occasions where it never really goes anywhere, but for the most part, usually if it's a good pastor, if it's a good person who's truly seeking God, if it's a person who's truly seeking the Lord, then reconciliation is gonna happen. The growth is gonna happen. We just gotta let it happen. So yeah, if you stuck to the end, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, drop a sub. Other than that, have a God blessed day.